Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been ages since my last video, but today we have finally filmed the much anticipated, much highly requested husband tag! Woo, 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 woo. So if you want to see the questions answered to your questions, then keep watching as we're going to be doing the husband tag. Video. So that's the like button.
And cut.
Yay! High five! 30 minutes later. Hi guys! Say hi.
Hi.
This is my husband.
Hello.
How would you like to introduce yourself? How would you want to be referred to as?
Mo is fine.
Mo.
Mo.
Mo, my husband Mo. And excuse the hijab, today is like bad hijab day, but I just literally just put it on. So no hijab tutorials of this hijab because it's just not good. Where did you meet?
Okay.
Do you want to say this bit?
Good answer. Okay.
The answer, where did you meet?
We first met at there was local elections near where we live, and we both
Iraq elections.
So we both put our names forward as volunteers to work in the elections. I saw her and from a distance, and I thought oh, she's very pretty, and I didn't think too much of it at the time. And
what was your first impressions?
you really want me to say? My first impressions were, if I'm honest, you remember I said
yeah, there's two. I'll tell you my first impressions of him, and you can tell your first impressions.
Oh, this is going to be so bad. I thought she looked a bit stuck up. The way she was dressed, and she had these, I think they were white boots on at the time.
Yeah, but it's just like,
just talking back years ago, where
this
white
is like,
boots
you
were in
know,
fashion.
just because somebody cares about the way they look, they're just considered as being stuck
Yeah,
up.
and her bag, and she was walking sort of like this, and I thought, okay, I thought she's pretty and everything, but I hope she's not one of those stuck up ones.
And you were 24 as well, weren't you?
Yeah,
I was just turning 25, I think. Yeah. So you thought I was stuck up?
Just not stuck up, but just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try it.
So we.
Should I say my first impression of you?
The question wasn't first impression. It was how did you meet?
Because that's also in first impression. So
no, but
might as well,
impressions. How did you meet?
Okay, no, my first impression is I thought he was a freshie. Only because obviously freshie means like someone that's just come off the boat. Because the only reason though, but it's actually a compliment because he was really well dressed, and he had like, you know, those like Islamic rings, and he doesn't have it anymore, but he used to have like an Islamic ring and bracelet, silver bracelet. And I just thought that's not something very common within, like, you know.
People wear bracelets, it's okay.
Yeah, but it's just a bit weird.
Men wear bracelets, it's okay.
So anyway, so that was my first impression. I just thought, oh, you know, seems a bit fresh, until he came to my table.
Yeah. So how we met was her table was a few tables away from ours where people go to vote. There'll be quiet periods, so I would talk amongst my guy friends, talking about her, mentioning her, and saying, you know, that I would like to sort of go and speak to her. But there's never a good time because there was always somebody around her table, or some guy who was stuck near her on her table, always talking to her. So anyway, there was one opportunity, so I went in. I just said, hi, how are you? And
I was like, he speaks proper English. I was proper shocked. I thought, oh, okay. Changed my perspective a little bit.
So I said, how are you? How's it going? I put a few lines in there.
What lines? What lines did you put? He didn't put no lines.
Yeah,
he was just very like polite,
yeah,
and he was a gentleman.
Yeah.
Don't start making up stuff.
Okay. So yeah. So I spoke to her a little bit, and we
By the way,
got to yeah, go on. What?
No, I'm just saying because I'm skimming through,
okay,
so that in the meantime. No, that's it. So that's how we met. So it's basically the elections, Iraq elections back in 2005, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We met that way.
Wow. 9 years ago.
Is your husband Iraqi too? Are you Iraqi?
Yes.
Let's just make sure. Maybe I didn't ask that question.
From Baghdad.
Baghdad. Who is better cook and driver?
Oh, okay. I had a feeling this would come up. I know what I'm going to say. You probably know. I know what you're going to say.
Well, obviously me. because I do. He's actually a very good cook, so obviously I'm gonna big him up.
Well,
Where credit is due. Don't worry, you don't need to like. I'll tell you where it's due.
okay.
So basically,
Hold on. I was the cook for a long time. When we first met.
I used to cook too, but I used to just fry everything. That was my easy.
Her solution was fried stuff with cheese. It's just like, you know, I had to teach her how to show her how to cook and introduce her to new foods.
He lived in halls at university, so he had that advantage of cooking for himself, whereas I just knew how to fry stuff. So basically that was my easy way out. So, but now who's a better cook? Me, right? Come on, be honest. I make really nice
she's
food.
improved a lot now.
Not improved. I make really nice food.
Now she does. Yeah, definitely. Now.
But he does really good too. So like, I think we're equal.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm just a little bit better. What made him choose you, and did he choose, or his family chose?
I chose her. So basically, I pursued her for a little bit, for a few days actually, and it wasn't even that long. And
it wasn't that long.
No, because I pursued you for a few days. When we first met, I didn't think about marriage or anything. I just thought, oh, she's pretty. I'd like to talk to her and get to know her. I meant. I don't know if I was ready for marriage at that time. You were only 24.
Yeah, so what were you thinking? Like,
so I thought, yes, I'd like to get to know her for future. You know.
Yeah, but future for marriage.
If we click, then fair enough. But if we don't, then okay. So, but anyway, so it worked out well. We did click, and 9 years later.
What do you like most about your wife?
Oh, what do I like most about her? She's caring, she's kind, she's lovely, she's so pretty, she does a lot to look after me and Sami. She does cook nice food as well. She's very entrepreneurial, as you know about AOM, and she's a hard worker. She's spent years. You know, she gave up years of her life to do what she wanted to do. So, well, that's a lot, I think.
And he supported me, obviously, along the way. I wouldn't be able to do any of what I've done without his support and without his love and without his continuous support. He's really been the backbone to everything that I've achieved. So I wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
Thank you. There people be like, oh God, we're on the dirty stuff. We're on the
the juice. Okay, first impressions of one another. So we already said he thought I was stuck up and I thought he was a freshie. And thank God both of those first impressions were completely wrong. So never judge a person by first impressions.
Yeah.
What do you dislike about her?
Oh God. I had a few of these.
Oh, thanks.
But I can't remember any.
He had a few. He's been going over this in his head.
What was it?
He had a few. I know one of them is the timekeeping. I'm not very good.
She's the worst. She's the worst. No, hold on. I give her heads up. So I'll say, be ready in an hour or half an hour. At the time I arrived ready to leave, she's just getting ready to leave.
But isn't that every woman?
And I give her an hour's notice sometimes and half an hour's notice on other times.
You have to tell me like literally an hour in advance. If you want to meet me at 4, say you meet me at 3 and I'll be there on time. Okay. What's the craziest thing you've both done? Craziest.
What do you mean by crazy? Like, what's crazy?
Crazy.
Crazy
like
to
when
someone
I took
is normal to someone
Germany,
else. Yeah, that
the
was.
World Cup.
Yeah.
Basically, while we were still sort of engaged, courting, aqd stages. It's gone a bit dark, but it's alright. I organised a trip to Germany to the World Cup 2006 without him knowing. So it's completely like without him knowing. I had to arrange all the passport, all the travel, airplane, everything. He didn't have a clue until I told him, like literally like what, a week before we had to fly?
Less.
Was it less? Like a few days? Because I really wanted to surprise him because it would be like the ultimate thing. Because he's such a football fanatic. I thought the ultimate thing to do for his birthday would be to take him to the World Cup. And I know all your husbands and everything are going to be like, see, look what she does. Because I'm that type of person that likes to do really huge, massive surprises, and I like to keep things sort of. So that I would say that's quite crazy because we just went to this random.
That was for my birthday, and that was a good one.
Yeah.
So
is that the craziest thing? I haven't done like parachuting or like, although he wants to do like some gliding, skydiving thing, which after being a mum. Let's see the next question. Was it arranged marriage or love marriage? So obviously we kind of discussed that already. It was a love marriage. How old were you both when you got married?
24. Oh,
25.
No, when we met it was 24.
So we did our aqd.
So
we met at 24. I was 24. You turned 25 because
Yeah,
I'm 6 months younger than you, and we met in 2005. So no, we had just turned 25. Do you both pray together?
Yes.
Yes, we pray together because I always believe that families that pray together stay together, and even little Sammy joins us as well. He prays with us.
He does.
So it's a really cute thing, and
yeah,
can't Instagram it obviously because there's no one to take a picture of us, but it's very cute. Any plans for more children?
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. How did you both choose name for Sammy?
We wanted something neutral, something that he won't have trouble.
Because we both have
complicated names
and they're hard to pronounce. Obviously, my name is Zukreat in Arabic, and it's very difficult to pronounce. And it's either Zukreat or Zukreat or Zukreat. So I just let anyone pronounce it the way they want. I'm not too bothered, and your name is really complicated too.
Yeah, so Sammy was a good one for him, just to get along.
Spell and everything. A wedding photo, they want to see a wedding photo of us. So obviously I didn't wear my hijab because it was segregated wedding, so I didn't wear hijab, so there's not really pictures of me with my hijab on. If I find one, maybe I may post it, maybe. One habit you hate about one another. Oh, I know one that's really annoying.
I know one too.
Any joint in his body, he needs to click it.
It's for release.
I'm sure it's bad. I'm sure you can get arthritis from it. Like,
people say that.
That is like one of the worst things ever.
By the time you get old, you probably get arthritis anyway.
Really, really irritating.
But her one.
No.
She exfoliates while we're sitting watching TV or something. She'll
It
exfoliate.
keeps my skin young. You know, a lot of you ask, what's your secret? My secret is exfoliating my skin.
All the time.
Okay, and any other ones? No, let's keep it there, one each, yeah?
Too much.
How does your husband help you in the kitchen? He does, he's very helpful. Like, especially when we have people over, he's very helpful, and he's the best.
Cooks, cleans.
He's very well maintained.
Take care, maintain.
So yeah, I have no complaints. And who is emotionally gentle one?
Emotionally gentle.
Me.
No, you're emotional. I don't think you're gentle when you're emotional. I'm more gentle.
Well, you're not exactly gentle.
No, I'm more gentle.
No.
Yeah.
No. He has a bit of a temper.
Oh yeah, but that's sometimes.
That's just general men, I think. Favourite memory together?
There's a few.
There's quite a lot of good memories.
Germany, went to Maldives, we went to, we spent a lot of, we like to travel.
We like to travel.
So a lot of memories we make are abroad.
And before Sammy, we always used to take each other on holidays as a birthday present. So I would surprise him and take him somewhere on his birthday, and he would do the same on my birthday. So it's very nice because we wouldn't know where we're going and we'd just have to pack. Surprise. What do you hate most about each other? I don't hate him.
Hate? No, hate is a strong word. It's not.
If I hated him, I wouldn't be married to him.
There's dislikes and things here and there, but that's normal in family.
Sweetest romantic thing ever done for you? What have you done?
Excuse me?
What have you done for me?
I've done a lot.
Most romantic thing.
One of the most romantic things.
How many years ago?
After we got married, she didn't know about this, but I took a rose from the wedding. Are we laughing?
Yeah, it's romantic.
It's one of the
very long time ago though. Okay,
she wants something.
Yeah, no, actually, just tell them. It's a nice story. It's a nice story.
Anyway, so
should I go and get it?
I got
Will you tell the story?
Okay. Fine.
He can explain the story while I'm not here, and I'll bring the bill.
That's gonna be weird, just me.
No, because then you can tell them secret stuff that I haven't heard before. Oh.
She really is good. Right. Okay. Go on. No. Right, I'm gonna give you some real juice, real bad. No, I'm joking. I won't. Because she'll probably edit it out anyway later. So I took a rose from the wedding that we had from her bouquet of flowers, and I took a rose that I had with me on my suit what I was wearing, and I left them to dry. I left them in a secret place to dry for quite a few months, and she had no idea. She'd never seen them. What I did is I put them together, then I framed them, I made them look really nice, and then I gifted it to her later on. So this is it.
So this is the frame.
I'm very proud of this actually, I'm very proud of it.
It is very nice.
I sourced the frame, the paper, the little petals around. I tried to make it as decorative and as nice looking as possible.
So that was from his suit that he was wearing on the wedding day, and that's for my bouquet.
Yeah, so that's supposed to be obviously me, you know, looking after her and holding her with me.
Oh.
And yeah, under my wing. So.
Oh.
Okay, so that's that one.
Okay, we'll leave that here.
One of the most romantic things.
Yeah.
Or other stuff. Okay.
Do you think marriage routine destroys romance?
Marriage routine destroys romance.
It can do. I have to say, if you do the same thing day in day out and you don't have that surprise element, then it can I think drain the marriage, or it can dull it down. So I think you always have to keep each other on your toes. So, you know, keep some things aside, like don't tell him everything, surprise him. He has to do the same back. It needs to be reciprocated, isn't it?
Yeah.
It can't be just one-sided, because then you're going to be doing all the work and then you're going to sense a bit of resentment if he's not doing it back. So you need to keep each other on your toes.
Yeah, definitely. You can surprise things, you know, come home with something one day.
Make breakfast in bed.
Breakfast in bed, you've seen, I'm sure, on Instagram before. There's always little things you can do, you know, every other day, every week, whatever it is to you. That will keep things alive.
Do you guys have pet names?
Yes, but I don't know.
We'll keep that to ourselves.
Yeah, can't share everything.
Yes, there must be things you must keep secret. What's your dream career as a child? What was your dream career as a child?
Footballer, definitely.
Footballer. He's just football freak. If anybody owns a football pitch,
I came very close.
Or a football
I came
club,
very close to making it.
please hire him. What is your profession? Or
Okay.
what do you do?
So it's going to be yellow now.
It's okay.
So I used to be in finance for many years. I actually graduated in chemistry, and then I went into finance, something completely different, for quite a few years, into trading, investments. My last job was looking after sort of Middle East desk for an investment consultancy company. So basically we advise companies in the Middle East where to invest, where not to invest, things like that. So I had a pretty good job, quite good at it, successful. And then this one was doing her AUM stuff, and it became, I was helping her on the side of that before, but it became such a stage where it got so busy and there were so many things to do, and then dealing with manufacturers, suppliers, everything that we had to do. So I gave that up to so that we can work alongside each other to sort of make it a success and launch it a bit more and grow it a lot more. So for the past couple of years, I've been doing all the stuff that you don't see, so all the behind the scenes stuff.
Managing, so we've got a team that he manages.
So I manage the business, and so anything that all the creative side of things and the products and things is what she does. All the other things,
business side,
the strategy, the business,
financial side,
the finance, all of that.
It's him.
Legal side is me. So it works well, you know. So I no regrets, and I'm actually enjoying. I'm learning a lot about makeup. It's a new industry for me, but at the end of the day, business is what I've learned is business, no matter what you're selling or what you're doing. So.
And a lot of people want you to do. My husband does my makeup tag, so I'm gonna try and convince him, because this getting him to be here for this husband tag has been a mission. You guys don't even realise. Like, this is massive for him to do this. He's a very private person, so even in the beginning when I had to do my YouTube thing, he didn't even want my face like to be on YouTube and all that stuff. But you know, I guess he came round eventually. So with this as well, he's come round. He's still a bit funny about this whole makeup tag because he doesn't really want to do it, but we'll find a way.
But with AOM contour sticks and other products, it's easier. There's a plug in there.
Okay. When did you realise that you loved each other and wanted to spend the rest of your lives together?
It didn't take long actually after meeting. A month after we met, she's the one who said I love you first.
You're supposed to say stuff like that, you know. That came out by accident, by the way.
No, it didn't.
Because he we went out for like Valentine's Day, and he, you know, it was a really nice evening. And the thing is, at that time I was driving and I had a car, and I felt bad, like, because obviously, you know, we weren't Islamically married or anything by then, so I couldn't give you a lift. So I left you.
Yeah, no, she left. She was like, I love you, bye. And I was, Hey!
I left him there, poor thing. I felt bad afterwards though, but you know, I can't, you know, like non-mahram and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So
that's fine.
I had to, you know, keep up my good qualities, isn't it?
Years ago.
Hey, but you probably love me.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you
and then
didn't say it. You're a typical man.
the question was when did you know
Realise.
you're gonna realize it? Like I said, yeah, soon after. So a month or even something like that after, we just knew.
Because basically we clicked.
Yeah.
We get each other. We have a similar sense of humor. We're very different, but we complement each other in that way. So we are like complete opposites. Like even when we eat, like if we go to Nando's, he likes the chicken breast, I like chicken thighs and wings, and he doesn't like that. I like eating sometimes skin. TMI. He doesn't like it. So it's kind of like the things that he doesn't like, food-wise, I like. So if he does want to eat it, then I'll eat it. Yeah. And we complement not just food,
but lots
like
of other things.
in other things. So we're very, very compatible, complement each other.
But we do have a lot of things in similar as well, a lot of similarities.
Like what?
Like there's other foods that are general foods that we like. Or
yes,
like
that's the good thing.
Or we like to go to these
the
sort of
same
places.
Yeah.
Or we like to.
And more we're starting to
what?
be similar. No,
well,
like
they say
psychic.
that anyway, couples.
Starting to be psychic.
This psychic thing is quite freaky actually.
Yeah.
We'd be sitting there or doing something, and I'll say to her, "What are you thinking?" And then she would say, "This," for example. And I would say, "Oh my god, that's exactly what I'm thinking."
Or I'll say like, "Are you thinking this?" And you'll be like, "Yeah, like that's exactly what I'm thinking."
And then she'll say to me, "I've got this pain here at the back of my back or something, lower back right here," and I'll be like, "Really?" And she'll be like, "Yes, because yesterday I got knocked on that while playing football, and it hurts me there today."
And there'll be no reason why it hurts me,
and
so
she didn't
I'll be feeling his pains.
Yeah, so she gets my sympathy pains as well. It's really weird. It's really weird.
Or sometimes like I'm just about to call him, and then he calls me. I'm sure that's happened to a lot of couples.
Yeah,
or like I'm just about to text you and you text me.
Yeah, things seem to be at the same time.
3 things you dislike. What's wrong with you guys?
They just want the dirty little Jewish. Like, what do you dislike? What do you hate?
What do you think of arranged and love marriage?
Oh, I think if it can be a love marriage, then great. If it's arranged,
they still work out though.
They still work out. I think the percentage of it, a lot of them do actually work out.
I think it's because lot to do with commitment. Like if you're committed, like even if it's an arranged marriage, if you're committed to that arranged marriage, if you have reservations or hesitations, then maybe it's not a good thing. But if you're committed, then that's the most important thing, whether it's a love marriage or an arranged marriage. So the important thing is that you're committed for the long run. Yeah.
No, you have to work through it together, definitely.
Yeah. Would you ever let Zukreat put makeup on you? Haha. I think that's getting a bit far now. Like, it's bad enough.
That's not happened, no, and I doubt that'll
happen. No.
Maybe when I'm asleep and I don't know. She might
try that. Film it.
Just give me an idea. No.
Yeah. How did you meet? If it was a love relationship, and what did your parents think? Sort of answer that, isn't it?
Yeah. Our parents were a bit. Well, my dad was like, "What? Are you sure? We just met. What's happened? You know."
His dad was like, "What?"
He's like, my dad was just like, because I came to him out of the blue and I said, "Look, I met this girl. She's really nice, and I think it's, I think she's the one." And he was like, "Hold on, what's her name? What's her family name? Where they're from?
How old your horse
how long they've been here? Where they're back in our country, and so on and so on and so on." So all the history.
Which language do you communicate in?
Both. So Arabic and English. At home, we speak mostly Arabic in front of Sami so that he picks up and learns as much as possible. When we're alone, we fall back into habit sometimes and speak English. I forgot to say actually to all our Arabic speakers المشاهدين والمشاهدات أهلا وسهلا بكم إن شاء الله تستانسون بالفيديو ويعجبكم إن شاء الله تفهمونا إن شاء الله ونسوي أفلام أنا خليه أديته بالبداية عاد نسوي فيديو إن شاء الله بالعربي إن شاء الله همات لكم. السلام عليكم.
Out of all your beautiful qualities, which one does he hold closest to his heart?
Which one?
Qualities. My beautiful qualities.
I don't want to give you a big head too much. You've got a lot. She's got a lot of nice, good qualities. Something I guess is always nice. Is always like I don't know if we can.
Just say it.
I don't know, like there's a vulnerable, funny side to her. Obviously, that not everyone gets to see. That I get to see, and for me, that's the most endearing sort of quality. Yeah, so she'll rely on me for things, or she'll ask me to do things, and she's also very funny, and she's also very cute with it. So
Yeah, I'm quite quirky. You guys don't see really like the true me, maybe, isn't it?
yeah,
Because obviously there's only so much I can be like quirky, but when there's someone else here, I can actually be myself and I can bounce off, and at least you guys are seeing a different side to me today. What's your first impression? We did that. How did you meet? Beautiful couple. How did you two meet? Any advice on marriage, specifically for us young ladies?
young ladies, what the guy wants, go with it. No, I'm joking. No, for young ladies, or for both of you actually, look, marriage, don't take it lightly. Marriage is one of the biggest steps you'll ever take in your life, bigger than any job, anything you'll ever do really. So try your best to focus on what you want, and see the qualities in the other person. Look, you attract what you put out there. That's what I've learned in life. So if you're good and you're successful and you're well behaved and whatever, you'll attract that. If you're not and you want to mess around or you want to do anything, then you'll attract that as well. So what you want is how you should be. And a few things, be committed to it definitely, and compromise. Compromise is a big one.
Definitely.
So especially when you come together in the first couple of years, you're used to doing things, she's used to doing her way of doing things, and you have to compromise and come together. You don't have to agree on everything, but you can agree to disagree. It's okay.
Yeah.
So I'll have this, you have this. Tomorrow we'll have this, and you'll do this, or whatever.
Yeah. Don't forget that marriage basically is two people from different family upbringing. Even though you're from the same country and the same culture, the way you've been brought up is completely different.
Yeah.
So he has a set of values, you have a different set of values, so you kind of need to discuss that. I think communication is very, very important. So communicating clear communication. We still have communication problems. We still have it to this day.
We misunderstand.
And I think,
sometimes.
I think people just misunderstand each other. So being very clear and also telling each other what your expectations are of each other. So the husband has to say what his expectations are of his wife, and the wife has to say what her expectations are of her husband, so that they don't think, hold on, why am I doing this and this when you should be doing this and this and this. So you both need to have expectations.
And at the end of the day, look, you have to think of yourself as one.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
So whether it's money, whether it's
so it's like one pocket.
family things, one pocket, everything has to be together. You have to think of yourself as one. If you do that, then you'll always think of each other, and you'll always put
have
each other first,
interests at heart.
and there's no reason why it wouldn't work.
Because you wouldn't want anything to happen to him, because it's like it's happening to you.
Yeah.
So you have to literally think yourself as one being. So
Exactly.
you would want the best for him, and he would want the best for you.
So yeah, work at
We
it.
can do another tag or
Marriage.
something about marriage, maybe, if that helps others out there. Would you let Zukreat give you a girly makeover?
We answered that before.
Who's the firm one and who's the laid back one? I'm too laid back, innit?
She's the more laid back. I'm a bit more.
I'm really chill sometimes. Sometimes my friends worry when I've got like important events, but I'm quite good because I've always done things kind of last minute, or I work well like that because I know how to work under pressure. I don't stress so much, but now I'm more organised, so now I'm even less stressed.
A bit more firm.
You're a bit
I
more
guess.
firm, isn't it?
Not
Even
in
with
everything.
Sammy, you're firm.
Sammy, I'm firm, but
That's
only because I want him to grow properly and learn things from now. People say, oh, they're too young, let them be kids or whatever. He can be a kid as much as he wants, and he can play and all of that. But if he learns how to do things properly from now, then
set him up for
I
the
don't think you're
future.
ever too young to learn,
No.
values and learn how to do things properly.
And
So
alhamdulillah,
that's-
Sammy is like growing up to
And
be a
he's-
very well-rounded kid. He's only 4, but he understands so much, and he's so alhamdulillah well behaved.
He listens, he pays attention, he's very caring of others. So yeah, he's...
How long have you been with each other? So we got married in 2007, but we met in 2005. So that'll be next year. Will be 10 years.
It's flown by.
How did he propose to you? We don't really have those things.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the proposal.
No.
That romantic thing that they do.
That's
in the
that's
movies.
for movies.
But I think this generation,
Yeah.
next generation, they're
Yeah.
gonna start doing things like that. Like
Okay.
even Islamically, like they would have aqd, but he will try and propose in a romantic way.
It is
Aqd is the Islamic marriage,
contract.
but like all formal stuff. But I think it's nice to do something like that.
Yeah, it is, but it's down to you two and how you know each other. So just turning into counselling.
After having Sammy, do you get much time alone?
After Sam, you go. We try and make as much time
Yes.
for each other as possible. Obviously, I'm really busy with the work and things I've got going on behind the scenes. So after Sammy goes to sleep, we sit down. We try.
And we make time. Like we'll drop him off at my parents' like in
Yeah.
the evening, and we'll go watch a movie, like
We've-
Orange Wednesday.
It's important to try and make time to do these
Definitely.
things, you know.
That's really
so,
important.
So we try and go out as often, have a meal, whatever it is, you know. So do it.
Do it. What do you guys do to avoid arguments?
Well, I know what I do.
What do you do?
I just, although we were going back to Erica, although I'm a bit more firm, I've learnt to be a lot more laid back than I used to be, so I'll just let things go. So she will say something or she will whatever, and I'll just be like, okay, love you. And I'll just walk off or something, because I know if I stay, if I have an
Mumble
opinion,
something
it's
under
just-
his breath. I'm like, did you say something?
Yeah, sometimes I'll do that. I'm like, and then, but no,
I'll
it's
just
not-
walk away. Like I just think I need to get out of this because this is just like annoying. Or
it's normal.
It's just normal.
It is nothing.
banter. No.
Bans. Hashtag.
Hashtag banter. What's the hardest part being a parent?
Oh, such a responsibility, man.
Yeah, it's
It's
the
such
biggest
a-
responsibility
yeah, it's-
ever. Bigger responsibility than
I've
marriage.
had grey hairs in the past 4 years since Sammy's been around. Honestly, it's.
But not that he's bad.
No,
It's
because
just
it's bad.
Parenthood,
because,
like
yeah,
bringing
you want
up
things
another
done.
human being is such a massive responsibility because you need to do a good job. It's not just about them growing up among you. You have to make sure that you're raising them properly. That's very important.
To be good adults in community and to contribute and do well, and it takes a lot. So I think the earlier you start, it becomes easier later on. I think rather than you have to convince them when they're a bit older and they're more set in their ways.
What's the first thing that attracted you to your husband? And same question to your hubby. What's the first thing that attracted you to your wife?
Yeah, that's what it's you.
Obviously, as you can see, my man has green eyes. So when I first saw him, I could see these twinkling green eyes, and I was like, "Oh, look, he's got green eyes." So that was the first thing that attracted me. That changed colour with his moods. No, with the weather sometimes. So yeah, that was that's a kind of a bonus in there.
Was it a physical thing they're saying, or just generally like what?
Just generally, like, what's the first? Obviously, you wouldn't know me if you hadn't spoken to me. So, what was the first thing that attracted you?
Obviously, yeah, I thought she was very pretty. I thought she was very beautiful, and I'd like to
Get to know her.
speak to her,
What are you crossing your arms?
and I don't know, find out more about her.
Relax.
So,
It's not 20 questions. Well, it is actually.
and then obviously you get to know the personality and you fall in love with that.
Yeah. Oh. How did you guys meet? When did you realise that you two are perfect for each other?
We answered this before.
And I
a few weeks ago.
think you never necessarily know that you're perfect for each other because it's not perfect. I don't think anything is ever perfect. There'll always be ups and downs and roller coaster really of hormones, emotions, and after motherhood and being pregnant, like it's just a roller coaster. So nothing's ever perfect, but as long as you guys like compromise on things and understand that you have each other's best interests at heart, then that will get you through, I think, a lot of things.
It's just with anything that you have to work and maintain it. So whether it's your car, whether it's you groom yourself, whether it's your marriage, whatever it is, you have to continually maintain. So.
Do you help Zukreat around the house? Yes. Thank you very much.
Yes, a lot.
He does help a lot. But now I've become like Monica, clean. I hope. Getting there still. And organising stuff. What are you laughing?
Because there's what's that called? Department clean,
And there's Monica Clean. We're very big on Friends.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like a lot of our
every other reference.
is a Friends quote.
Yeah.
So yeah, we love Friends. We grew up on them.
Because
They're
they've
like
got a
our
quote
friends.
for everything. They've
like
covered
literally,
everything in life.
Yeah.
Honestly, in those 10
What else? What else? What else? You've got questions though from your. Let's see what his followers. Because
Okay,
he's got an Instagram account which I will link here. Ding ding.
Yeah, you always wanted to do that, isn't it? It's like right there.
Right there.
Somewhere there.
You always wanted to do that. Okay, we'll link his Instagram, so if you guys want to follow him there, he has usually like health tips, motivational quotes, some selfies sometimes, some of his gym stuff.
Let's see.
Oh, who's the first one to make up? Me.
What?
You used to do it more often, like after an argument.
Oh.
Who would make up? He used to do it more often, maybe because obviously I had like moved in after getting married, and maybe he felt sorry for me, and then he started feeling less sorry for me over the years.
No, you just.
No, and then also because I would feel bad and would want to make up, because there's no point like sleeping on an argument or feeling.
Yeah, that's another thing. Never go to sleep on an argument. Never ever. Trust me. People say, "Oh, wake up in the morning and whatever." Look, you might have nightmares. You might have whatever. Sort it out as much as you can. At least find a peaceful level, and then go to bed.
Who spoils Sammy the most? Me.
Yeah, but you spoil him with like crisps and
But I
chocolate.
spoil.
and stuff.
Okay.
Like,
No, but that's because he is very health conscious. So
Yeah,
obviously he
look.
wants the best for him. Well, I do too. But I feel bad that he might be missing out on other things, like that children do like have things. Well, we obviously don't give him fizzy drinks. We limit his amount of chocolate that he eats, but we give him like fruits, you know. We give him dates instead of chocolate. We give him nuts. You know, we want to give him a positive outlook to food and snacks. We don't want to give him all this other like.
You can still have
commercial.
chocolate. We're not like cut it out completely. No,
No.
have chocolate, and then he gets to choose what he wants and the quantities he wants. You know, within reason. He knows the effects of having chocolate. You know, we've taught him, so he makes an informed decision himself, which is very smart for 4 years old. And he'll have a bit, and then he'll go and have these other things that are healthier. So he loves fruits anyway, and he loves nuts and things. So
Yeah.
So we're quite lucky there. How did your family react when you wanted to focus on building the AOM brand together?
Ooh.
That's from Manal.
Marwa.
Marwa. You know.
Marwa, basically, she's
Mm.
one of my students from my Arts and Makeup Academy.
Hi, Marwa.
Go on.
How did your family react? Yeah, when you wanted to focus on building AOM brand
As
together.
in you, isn't it?
As in me?
You. Yeah, because she's also on your Instagram account.
Okay.
How did your family
Oh, my
react?
family.
Like, was your dad? Your dad was quite supportive, actually.
Yeah, he said it's good. I mean, like, because my dad's a businessman. He's been for so many years, and he was entrepreneurial in his younger days. So he's very keen on starting businesses and doing things and developing them, and making them successful. So I told him about it, and his first, he said makeup. I said yeah, makeup, and things. He said okay. He said look, if you study it, what you're doing and what you're selling and what you're having, what you're giving to people, make sure it's good. Make sure you can back it up, and make sure you believe in it. Then there's no reason why you can't do well at it. So from a business point of view, yeah, he was quite supportive.
Yeah.
And so is the rest of my family. My brother helps out as well with technical things that we have on the site, like website things and so on.
Yeah, technical.
So we've got a good sort of surrounding about
This comes written, do not upload it like 10 months later. I'd like to see it by the end of this month, and that was 13 weeks ago.
Sorry, what?
But what's her name?
Mercedes
By Bell 20. 13 weeks
Small shout out
later.
for
At
you.
least it's not 10 months later, right?
Yeah.
It's not 10 months later.
What are you going to advise those who are not married? Not married.
Get married. No, I'm joking.
So-
Well, I think it's good to get married at a relatively, not young age, but
Yeah,
I
no,
think
not
in
too young.
mid-20s,
Not
I
too
think
young,
when we
yeah.
got married was a good age.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because you
Good.
still get enough time to be with each other before thinking about children. So we got married at the age of 25,
Mhm.
26. So we were like 3 years married without any kids. So we got to travel like twice or 3 times a year. We travel, and I think that's really important for you to build that relationship
Yeah,
up
yeah.
beforehand. So my advice is, yeah, like if if you feel like you're ready for marriage, and Islam encourages marriage because you have a support system, and I think that it's really important that if you feel that the right person has come along, not to necessarily reject them on first right. They don't have to be extremely beautiful, they don't have to be extremely well off, because God will provide things afterwards as well. It's really important to... Sammy's here! We call this one the Grumpus. He's not grumpy, but it's just a cute name that we like. We're going to do a nice challenge with him actually. Sammy,
hey.
Do you love Mama and Baba?
Yeah.
How much?
Lots.
شوية لو هواية. هواية.
How much with your hands? Show us how much with your hand. Just 10 times. Wow.
That's good.
Yeah, so if you have any questions for us, or any possible tags you'd like us to do, or anything else, and I know most of you are going to say husband does my makeup tag.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
Might as well. I want to do the blindfolded makeup challenge, but I can't do it on you, so
No.
I'm going to have to get someone else to do that.
You want to see me just like mess up her face?
Might as well.
with-
Yeah, might as well. Just for entertainment, you know, things that I do.
Okay. We'll see.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got to see a side of my husband that is, he's very funny, he makes me laugh. I think that's really important in a relationship as well, to keep each other happy, smiling, we get each other, and I hope that's come across, because yeah, there's so much more behind this man that maybe you guys don't see, but hopefully you will get to see maybe in future videos. So till the next time, see you in our next video.
Take care.
Bye.
See you later. مع السلامة.
مع السلامة.
Bye.
Say bye, Sammy.
Bye.
Bye.
Did it! We filmed the whole time. Bye-bye. 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 30 weeks later. Oh guys, and don't forget, press the like button if you like this video. Like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe, love that. You know the one where you go.
Subscribe.
I hope it is there. I just like it.